Live. We are live. Okay, so today, 10, 12, 21, and today our objective is really to review linear functions. Okay, and again, I think what makes math really confusing is that we use all these math words. Why not regular English words, right? And that's why I still have a job. Because linear means a straight line. And if it's a function, it's got to pass the vertical line test, or better yet, every x has only one y. I'll let you write that down, but that's what that means. It says linear functions. Linear functions means all of that. It's got to be a straight line, not crooked, not curvy. And if it's a function, every x has only one y, okay? Okay, number one, graph y equals 5. Now, if you've forgotten this, we went over this, one of our special ones. Y equals 5 is a horizontal line. So I just go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I draw it like that. Okay? That's it. If it was an x equal number, it would be a vertical line. Is this a function? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, because you could do the vertical line test, but yes, definitely it's a function. Yes, that's definitely a function. Look if we're going to call it pin. Let's see. This is blue. Yes. It's a function. Is it linear? Is it straight? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Example 2. So, how are we going to graph this line? We just did in our warm-up. What's an easy way to graph this line? Yeah.
You can cover it up.
The cover-up method, right? Which is by intercepts, right? Yeah. So we're going to let x equal 0, which would be 4 times 0 minus 5y equals 20. Or what Preston says, the cover-up methods, if I cover up the 4, and you solve for this, divide by -5, divide by -5. Okay. So, totally agree. So, one point is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, -4. And then if we let y equal 0, we'd have a 4x minus 5 times 0 equals 20, which is the same thing as 4x equals 20, or x equals 5. Am I going too fast? Okay, x is 0, right? I got 4x equals 20, divide by 4, and I got x equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we've got a point at 5, 0. Those are the intercepts. So if I ask for the intercepts, you've got 2 intercepts. Maisie, is this helping?
Yes.
Right? Makes sense. So this is an intercept. It intercepts the y-axis. This is an intercept. It intersects the x-axis. If I connect my dots, there it is. Is this a function? Yes. Every x has exactly one y. Yes. Is it linear?
Yes.
Yeah, it's straight. Yes. Okay. All right, number 3. Let's graph it first. Now, these are just points. These are just points, okay? So I've got a -2. Well, kind of went off my graph. Forgive me, you guys. We're just going to have to -2, -1. I should have made my graph bigger. My bad. -1, -2. We'll put them on there. -2, 5. About there, okay? -1, 6, 0, 7. Oh man, I really made my graph the wrong size, didn't I? Yeah. -1, 8. Uh-oh. And 2, 2. Okay, state, domain, range. All right, domain's easy. Domain's easy. So domain is just the x's. So it's going to be -2, -1, 0, -1 again, huh? And 2. And the range is my corresponding y values, my y values, right? Let's see, that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2. Okay. Is this a function? Yeah, Artie?
I was going to say no because -1 can't be 6 and 8.
Good, and I want an explanation. Awesome. So right here, we got a problem. Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, right here. And if you do the vertical line test, same thing. So no, it is not a function. And I want you to tell me why. So what Artie said is no, and he said because -1 has 2 y values. That's kind of what you said, right? Right, Artie, that's kind of what you said. It goes to both 6 and 8. Can't happen. Okay, so no. No, it's not a function, okay? Discrete or continuous, okay? Now, discrete, continuous means you can just continuously draw it. Does that make sense? Draw it. You don't ever have to pick your pencil. So what do you think, Preston?
For continuous, does it have to be a straight line?
Doesn't have to be straight. It could be curvy to be continuous. But this one's discrete because it's there. You got to pick up your pencil to draw the next one. Pick up your pencil to draw the next one. So this one's definitely discrete because it doesn't continue with a smooth curve. You can't go. You don't see it going from here to here to here to here. Okay. You have to be able to keep drawing. Never pick up your pencil for it to be continuous. Okay. But it does not have to be straight. Really good question. It can be curvy. Okay. Number 4. This is a question. It's weird with math. What it says is plug in 2x -2, then 0, then 3. That it's a question. It says f of x, which is a function, 2x minus 3. It says find f of -2. We're going to plug in -2. Then we're going to find f of 0. Plug in 0, then plug f of 3, plug in 3. That's all we're going to do. So it's 3 questions. It's 3 questions. So I'm going to go f of -2 is going to be 2 times -2 minus 3, which is -4 minus 3, which is -7. Okay, can you do that tomorrow? Now we're not done. There's 3 questions here. F of 0 is 2 put 0 in. Put 0 in right there. Okay, put 0 in for x. I get a 0 minus 3, which is a -3. Okay, that's my second answer. And then plug in 3. Okay, I'm going to go f of 3. I'm going to have 2, plug in 3, plug 3 in for x, which is going to be a 6 minus 3, which is a 3. And that's that. Can you do that tomorrow? Okay, so it's just a question. That's all it is. Saying, what is f of -2? What is f of 0? What is, if you plug in 3, what is the answer if you plug in 3? Okay, turn the page. Okay, good. Tell me when. Am I good? Tay, I'm happy. You give me thumbs up when you get it, okay? My job is to teach, not to confuse. Though sometimes people wonder. Put that away, girl. Okay, turn the page. There we go. So this one's different. We're not plugging in 2. What you're going to do is set equal to the number 2. It says f of x is equal to 2. It says writing f of x, I'm going to write 2 right here. So I put my 2 right there for fx because it says fx is equal to 2, okay? And then I'm just going to solve, okay? So I have to solve for x. I'm just going to go plus 4, plus 4. 6 equals 4x. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X is, well, if you divide that, it's 1.5, okay?
Did you mean to write -10 or -10?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you. My bad. Have you ever seen me make a mistake before?
Yes.
All the time. Makes you feel better though when I make a mistake, and you guys do too. Just means we're human, right? Okay, Maisie. I'm picking on Maisie because this was your question. So if we're going to graph this by x and y intercepts, Maisie, how do we do it?
Let x equal 0.
Okay, good. So we're going to get a 3 times a 0 minus a 4y equals -12, right? Good. Exactly right. So then we really have a -4y equals a -12. Divide, and y equals 3. So that's a point. 0, 3. And what's the other one, Maisie?
Y equals 0.
Yeah, exactly. Let y equal 0. So I get a 3x minus 4 times 0 equals -12. Now some kids like Preston just likes to cover it up, right Preston?
Yeah.
Just as easy, right? So then I got 3x equals -12. Divide by 3, x equals -4. So we've got a point at 0. Nope, I said it wrong. At -4, 0, which is here. Okay. That's the next intercept. Check it out. X-axis, that's the next intercept, right? That's a y-intercept, right? We got them. Connect dots, you got it. Who said math was hard? It's easy. Connect the dots, and we're good to go. Case 7, find the slope. Okay, there's a couple of ways to do the slope. But the easiest way for me to do the slope, I know the slope is going to be change in y's over the change in x's, okay? Slope. Yes? Yes, or it's this. Totally correct. Yes. Thanks, Maisie. Totally right. Which, believe it or not, Preston, we're saying the same thing. The change in y's is y2 minus y1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you could do it one of two ways. One is, I'm just going to do this. Here's how I'm going to do it on my chart. How much do I go up by?
6.
No, from 1 to 5. 1 to 6. 5. How much should I go up by?
5.
How much should I go up by?
5.
How much did your y's change? 5. See how I'm doing this? So my y's changed by 5. Okay, let's look at the x's. How much the x's go up by? How much the x's go up by? How much the x's go up by? So my change in x's is 2. There's my slope. Now, if I use my formula, nice job, Preston, I would go 6 minus 1 over 3 minus 2 and I'll get 3 minus 1, sorry, and I'll get a 5 over 2, same answer, okay? Same answer. I could even graph it. I can even graph it. Remember I told you there's several ways to do it? I can even graph this thing. Check, I could graph it and you guys could see it this way. I want you to see all these ways because whatever you like is the way I want you to do it. If I graph these points, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's up and over, right? Up 5 over 2. You guys see that? Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. That's another way to do it, okay? All right, let's go ahead and finish this up. Number 8. Tickets are sold at a dance for $35. The cost of the gym to rent is $100. The income equation, I of n, 35n minus 100, represents the dance income. What is the independent variable? Yes, Grace? 35 is part of the question, but the variable, okay? Variables are the letters, okay? N, good. N is the independent variable. What does N represent? Totally right. N is the independent variable, okay? Write that down. N. And in this example, that's my independent. What's N represent? Yeah.
How much the tickets are sold for?
Number of tickets. How's that? How about number of tickets, right? So if you sold 10 people, 20 people, it's the number of tickets. So N, totally right though, Bailey. If you put N, I'll take it. But it is really the number of tickets sold. Okay, good. What's the dependent variable? I. I is the dependent variable because you aren't going to make income unless you sell tickets. So income is dependent on the number of people that come to your dance. You agree with that? Right? You're not going to make any money until people come to your dance. So income is dependent on how many people come to your dance. I is correct, or it's the income. All right, now, if 150 tickets were sold, what would be the income? Well, what do I do with that? Let's see, I got an equation. I of n equals 35n minus 100, okay? If 150 people came to our dance, how much money are we going to make? How would you figure that out? 150 people come to our dance, how much money do we make? How are you going to figure that out? Yes, and then subtract 100. Perfect. Who said that? Nice job. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go I of 150 is equal to, plug it in, 35 times 150. We have to minus 100 because if nobody comes to our dance, we still have to pay for the gym. Does that make sense? It's a cost. So I'm just going to use my calculator because that's easier for me. I'm just going to go 35 times 150 minus 100, and I get an answer of $5,150. This is why they used to make so much money on dances, right? And now we can't sell tickets for $35 anymore. Okay, now if the class made $7,705, that's an income. Isn't that an income? That's an income. How many tickets are sold? So we set it equal. So we put, instead of I, we're going to go $7,705 equals 35n minus 100. And this happens, I've seen this happen, where you have a dance, you sell tickets, but you don't remember how many tickets you sold. And then our bookkeeper, Hillary Park, says, well, how many tickets you sold? And we're like, I don't know, but you can figure it out, can't you? So how do we solve for n for the number of tickets? Well, that's easy, right? Plus 100, plus 100, 7,805 equals 35n. Divide by 35, divide by 35, 7,805 divided by 35. So I sold 223 tickets, okay? How's that? Okay, so your test tomorrow is going to be very similar to this. You guys want to take a real quick break? Little mass